Hey, Shalom, Akin. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachaf with us. The ones, the elders, apostles of Grand Millstone, the elders of Grand Millstone, of course. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. The sincere ones serving Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in truth and sincerity, 100%. So yeah, this is going to be a long lesson, basically, through the Spirit. It's, of course, from the brother GMS Vegas Sit-Downs 144K. It says the title of the video is He That Mocketh the Poor, Reproach His Maker. And let's go ahead and play the video real quick. Yeah, and the precept he got out first, it says Proverbs 26:18 through 19. It says, As a madman who casteth firebrands, arrows, and death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, Am I not in sport? Yeah, because it's a lot of Jakes, man. They what's the word I want to use? They basically, it's fun in them. It's fun to them, to do deceit, to do mischief onto, their fellow Israelite. They basically get a kick out of it. And you're about to see that example right here in this video.
Los Angeles, California has the third biggest homeless population in the United States. And today, it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, a drink? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man.
Yeah, man. I got you a Sprite, a large fry, a Baconator, man. So I want you to enjoy this. This is really good. All right, take care. Have a nice day.
Yep, and then of course the brother put it to precepts, great precepts. Proverbs 14:31. He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker, but he that honoreth him hath mercy on the poor. Yeah, so we're already in an oppressed state, of course, as Israel, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos. We're all oppressed, man. As a whole, and it doesn't matter if you got, millions in the bank or whatever. Hey, you're still oppressed. Why? Because Esau, the so-called white man, he got control over the money. For example, a quick example, that's why, Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, of course, they're rich men, right? They got money. But once they start doing the things that, Esau doesn't want them to do, they spoke a little bit, of the truth. Well, Esau completely, hey, you seen what happened. They lost a lot of money, man. Kyrie Irving was suspended from the NBA. Kanye West was taken off of Adidas. His bank account, I believe, got frozen. So obviously, it doesn't matter how much money you got within society. If you're an Israelite, you're oppressed one way or the other. We're all poor as a whole. It says Proverbs 17:5, Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamity shall not be unpunished. So if you're mocking the poor like that, and keep in mind the guy, or the homeless Jake, he said his name was Israel. You see right here. But this dude right here, and I believe this guy right here, he could be a terror, man. He could be a heathen, a Hamite. He could be a chocolate-covered Edomite. Hey, you never know. Just because you got the appearance of an Israelite, you got the afro-like hair, you got the dark skin, doesn't automatically make you an Israelite. What makes you an Israelite, of course, first of all, if you have a spirit of an Israelite, Yeah, that. And of course, to even have the spirit of an Israelite, your seed line needs to go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And of course, we don't have the documents to prove if we go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But what? That's all determined by the Spirit. If you're able to, first of all, if you're able to hear this truth, that cancels a lot of stuff out. And of course, not all Israelites are in the truth, serving the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shai. But what? We're able to tell if you're an Israelite, by how you operate, how you move, how you speak, what you speak. If you got the salt, the flavor like an Israelite. That's why, for example, within of course this world, sports, entertainment, who's at the top? Of course, we know so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos, inventions, right? But you got some, you got some within, for example, sports. They might have an appearance of a heathen, but what they completely, balling out, playing like just like how a Jake will play. They got this swagger, they got the flavor like an Israelite. So that right there, that lets you know, okay, this guy he's an Israelite. He's got, because the scriptures say we'll be scattered amongst the other nations, Deuteronomy 28:64. That's one of the curses the Lord put upon us for our disobedience. And of course, we know if if an Israelite man sleeps with a concubine, because that's what was going on, a heathen woman, of course, the child, the son of that Israelite man, he's going to have the appearance somewhat, a kind of, a mix of the two, the Israelite man and the heathen woman. And first of all, your seed line is determined by your father's house. Your seed line, or what your nationality is not determined by your mother, or your mother does not have any influence on your nationality or your seed line, what you are. Your father does. You can read that in Numbers, I believe 1:16. Where our seed is determined by our father's house, what we are. So, of course, we know an Israelite man, if he sleeps with a heathen woman, the son is going to have the appearance somewhat of the heathen woman. Then if that son has a heathen woman, and then you get the picture. Further down the line, the descendant will look like, have the appearance of a heathen. But that does not mean that he's automatically a heathen now. Nah, he's got the appearance of one, but he's still an Israelite. That's why I brought the example, for like a sports is a good example. You got a lot of or even entertainment, dancers. You got a lot of those type of people who, they have appearance of a heathen, but they completely dance or perform like a Jake will perform. But what, to stay on point, man, this guy, I believe this dude's a terror, man, because you don't see too many Jake acting like that. It's kind of hard to imagine Jake just eating in front of, another, just a homeless Jake's face, man, like that. So, hey, but who knows? You got a lot of wicked Jake out here, too, who do stuff for clicks and views. But to do something like that, hey, this kind of like, something new. I don't really see Jake doing, man. But what? Let's bring out precept. We just read, of course, Proverbs 17:5. It says, those who mock the poor insult their maker. And this is in the NLT. Sluck. We just read the KJV, but let's bring it down to NLT for further edification. It says, those who mock the poor insult their maker. Yeah, so if you mocking the poor man, hey, you really mocking Yahweh Bashim Yashai, because the Lord is the one who set that man up. Like the scriptures say, the Lord has power over who's poor and who's rich. Goes on to say, those who rejoice at the misfortune of others will be punished. And that goes for anybody. Anybody who mocks the poor, that can go from, Esau, or, the heathen mocking Israel. Because, yeah, like I said, we're all poor. The whole nation is poor, or the whole nation of Israel is poor as a whole. And that can go to, just you, mocking a poor Israelite man. You really mocking Yahweh Bashmi Shai if you do that. Those who rejoice at the misfortune of others will be punished. Yeah, so this dude will not escape unpunished, man. Whether he be an Israelite or, he's a terror. It don't matter. Proverbs 22:9. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth his bread to the poor. Yeah, and it would have been... Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you do that, hey, the Lord will basically he will look at that deed. He will acknowledge that deed, and he'll bless you for that. When I get Sirach 4:1, it says, my son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. So obviously this man's in distress, man. You just doing that. It says, verse 3 of Sirach chapter 4, add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. So yeah, you doing all this, you asking this dude, and of course, he another thing is, that nigga asked him if he wanted a baconator. We know, of course, pork and bacon and shit is completely abominable. You're not supposed to be eating that according to Leviticus chapter 11. But what, you're doing all this, asking him what he wants, if he wants food or whatever, and then, he's eating in his face like that. That's adding trouble, man, to the heart that is vexed. And keep in mind, I was reading the comments. It says, Hebrews 13:2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Yeah, and that right there, hey, you never know. You could have been the angel. Hey, we never know at the end of the day, man. Even the elder apostles, they bring it out all the time. They be giving dollars, of course, to homeless, to homeless jakes, man, that be out there. They might give it a couple of dollars or $1. Why? Because they could be angels unawares. And of course, that you need, what's it called? There's a balance to that, because scriptures do say not to give to the ungodly. And of course, we're not just going to give our money to Edomite or whatever. Or, it's no point in just doing that. Giving money to your enemy. But hey, at the end of the day, like I was saying, or, we're not going to give our money to a heathen. But at the end of the day, man, that dude right there in this video, he could have been the angel. That's Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Basically marking this guy for judgment, just for doing that. Look, he put in the caption, he was so hungry, with a tear, emoji. Yeah, I don't know, man. This dude, to me, he's a terror. But just want to bring that out real quick. Lord, really bless out that edified. Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Bashim Akakwadash Prakathum. Shalom.